Around second grade, students make the leap to paragraph writing. So how do we as teachers help them do the best they can with that? And more importantly, how do we make it fun or even delicious? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sarah's Writing Spot. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to talk about this number one must-use strategy that I use with all of my students for teaching paragraph writing. So before we get started, let's first talk about what is considered a paragraph for elementary school students. First of all, it might vary a little bit for second and third grade, but in general, you have a topic sentence, you've got the details in the middle, and you have a closing. Now, second grade, that's more like 5 sentences, 1 topic sentence, 3 details, and a closing on the bottom. In third grade, we try to stretch that paragraph out a little bit more. I usually encourage my students to have more like 5 or 6 detail sentences. So you still have the topic sentence, 5 or 6 detail sentences, and a closing on the bottom. So again, second grade would be about 5 sentences, and third grade would be closer to 8, maybe 10 sentences, getting ready for them to take that leap to essay writing in fourth grade. So how can we make paragraph writing fun? Because that's what it's all about, right? Making learning fun for the kids so they'll remember it. Well, there's a lot of different formats and models out there for paragraph writing, and I've tried a lot of different ones, but there's one that I've really stuck with, and it's really been the one that works the best for me, and I'll show you why. So that one is making a hamburger and comparing a paragraph to a hamburger. Many of you might already use this strategy, but if you have never seen it before, this is how it relates to a paragraph. So the top bun of the burger is just like the topic sentence. The bottom bun is just like the closing sentence. And then you have all the juicy, yummy details in between. And the way I explain it to the students is if you're missing one of those pieces, it falls apart. It's incomplete. And so just like a burger is going to fall apart or not be delicious if it's missing one of those details, I compare it to a paragraph. If you're missing that closing sentence, it's going to fall apart. It's incomplete. So this is just a fun visual that you can use with students to help them remember as they're writing, make sure not to miss one of these very important parts. Now, the reason I like using this model so much is because it sets students up for the 5-paragraph essay. You can continue the same model on to 5 paragraphs. So the first paragraph is always the introduction. You've got the 3 body paragraphs in the middle, and you always have a closing paragraph. So it's really nice to be able to get students familiar with the original 1-paragraph burger and then graduate them into the 5-paragraph burger, which is an essay. So here are some ideas for teaching paragraph writing with the hamburger model. The first one is to draw a burger in your student journals. So here's an example of what I do with my students right here. We do this at the beginning of the year because it can stay in their journal and be a reminder all throughout the year of the 3 major components of a perfect paragraph. You've got the topic, you've got the juicy, yummy details in the middle, and you have the closing. Now, not every student likes a burger. So in that case, you can have them draw a sandwich, draw a soy burger. I've even had a student draw a hot dog. As long as you have the bun on each side and something yummy and delicious on the inside, it can still work. So the next example I have is to draw a burger around a paragraph with markers. Now, this would be a case when your students already had written the paragraph, this is a great way to make sure they haven't left anything out. Maybe before something's going to be graded and you want to make sure they have all of those parts. So here's an example of one I did recently with one of my students. And so what you can do in this case is tell everybody to take out a brown marker and have them circle the topic sentence. Well, if they have nothing to circle, then they know they've missed it and they can add it. Same thing with the closing. Circle the closing sentence in a brown marker. Then they can take out the red, the orange, the green, everything for the tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, anything you want on the inside, and have them circle those juicy details. If they only circle one thing, their burger isn't juicy and yummy enough. They want to add more colors and more sentences. So this is a great way to make sure that they have everything they need in that paragraph. And lastly, it is always fun to bring real food into the classroom. I love to do that whenever I have a chance. So one idea is to do just that. When you're introducing paragraph writing, bring in all the fixings of a hamburger or a sandwich, whatever you like, and create it right there in front of the students and get them excited about what paragraph writing looks like. So like I said, food is always going to bring out the smiles. So it shows them that paragraph writing can also be delicious. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you really found this tip useful and you will use it the next time that you are teaching paragraph writing. If you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up and share it with a friend if you think they could use it too. As always, I hope you have a great day and happy writing.